All right, Solo Trucker here, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. I'm doing it this way just because there was a card that not a lot of people paid attention to on ESPN, and we'll definitely get into the pay-per-view card on another one. But I just want to go ahead and cover this card just for a second because I did watch it, and I did somewhat find it entertaining, man. Um, so let's just go ahead and spend just a few minutes on it. So I've been following this up and coming heavyweight, Antonio Morales. Now, I like what I see from this guy. I like what I see from this kid. I've been saying you gotta take it real slow with this guy, because he definitely has a lot to work on. Now, this past Saturday was probably the worst I've ever seen him. He looked slow. He looked sloppy. Didn't really look, man, like he really took his opponent serious. I kind of forgot who he had in front of him. Um, some Hawaiian or Samoan dude, man. I was just kind of watching it with one eye, and then at some point I focused all my attention to it, and I was like, man, this guy just his punches just looked slow, man. He just looked sloppy. Um, I just wasn't impressed with it. Was not impressed with it whatsoever. He's looked better. He's definitely looked better. Um, is this one of the things where it's like, wow, this kid is a hype job? I don't know, man. I really don't want to think that because I've seen this kid better. I really have. Now he does not have a lot of fights under his belt. I think this was only his sixth or seventh fight. And after seeing what I saw on Saturday, Um, I think we even got to take it even slower with him now. I mean, there was a part he got dropped. He got dropped. And not only did he get dropped, man, he was rocked. He was on spaghetti legs. He was on survival mode. It just did not look good for him. I thought it was over for him. To be serio, dog. I thought he was about to get stopped. Now, give credit where credit is due. He hung in there and he got the victory. Okay, do I believe he really earned that victory? I mean, it did turn into a little bit of a sloppy fight, a little bit of a slow fight. It's not like he was dominated, but man, if he was not the up and coming kid, I'm not sure if they would have really gave it to him. I I'm not saying I have like a huge problem with the judges giving it to him because he definitely had his moments, but man, Antonio Morales, man, I don't know what was going on with this kid. He just did not look himself. I've seen better, cleaner punches and speed from him that he just did not bring to this fight. I don't know what's going on with this kid personally or whether he just didn't take this serious. I don't know. But he just did not look like he was up for it. Nonetheless, he gets the victory. He moves on. Really, really, really got to take it slow with this guy. All right, so Sanicia Estrada, she's back. I really, really enjoyed Mark Kriegel's story that he did on her father. If you guys didn't watch it, go back, check it out. Mark Kriegel does a lot of these good stories, man, before the fights. I like Mark Kriegel's work. It's like little miniature documentary before the fighters gets in there and does their thing. And in this case, it was on Sanicia Estrada, but I think it was a little bit more on her father, and I really enjoyed the heck out of it. So it really told the story on how Sanicia got into boxing. Her asking her dad, hey, do girls box? And the story of when she got in there and sparred it up with a boy, and she got hit in the stomach. And I don't want to give the whole story, but you guys can go check it out, man. Mark Kriegel has it. Really good stuff. I really enjoyed it. The fight, however, the fight itself, um, I look, women's boxing has really started growing on me, right? I've said it plenty of times before. I'm not a big fan of women's boxing, but in just recent history, Holmes, it's really been making its mark on me. It really has. This fight did not match up to some of the women fights that I've been a fan of. Not that it was a horrible fight, but it just wasn't matching up. So forgive me if I come off a little bit off and I'm like, well, you know what, it wasn't really all that and a bag of chips. Let's spend some, man, because some of the ladies, some of the last female boxing matches I've been watching, they've been pretty damn good. And this one was just it was just okay, I guess. Sanisha got tagged pretty good a few times. I don't think she was ever really hurt, but man, she got tagged pretty damn good. She comes off with the victory, and there you go. Super Bad's back. Now, moving on to the main event with Richard Commey and Jose Ramirez. All right. Okay. This fight was good. I enjoyed this fight. I said it beforehand that this fight is probably not that popular because of what else was going down that night. We had a huge pay-per-view card, but that this fight was going to be one of the most entertaining ones. Now, we'll get to the pay-per-view card on another one, but sticking with this, um, Ramirez needed this win. Okay, he definitely needed this win. Not only did he need this win, getting the stoppage, he stops Commey in the 11th round. Commey was in the fight. Commey did do his thing a little bit here and there. You guys know Comey's no punk. But Commey is, I mean, he's pretty much a journeyman. At this point, he's never going to be on top of the hill, man. Yes, he was, champion down at 135. But he's up at 140 now, and he's really not going to go anywhere other than his spot is what he did on Saturday. That's his position now. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That's his position. He's kind of a bounce back fighter. He's kind of, Ramirez. Hey, Ramirez, you still in or not? Yeah, I'm still in. Okay, good. We put you up against somebody like Commey, which is a pretty good test, but you're expected to win. I don't know anybody who truly thought that Commey was going to get the victory on that fight. Good fight, but everybody's already expecting for Ramirez to win, myself included. So good work on Ramirez, not only on just getting the victory, but on getting the stoppage, man. In what was a good, entertaining fight. I did enjoy it. It was good. Now, what happens here after a win? Not look, if Commey were to get the victory, was that going to propel Commey forward? Probably not. Probably not. But in this case, Ramirez, it doesn't catapult him forward, but it gives him a step or two forward. What's next for him? I'm not really sure. Of course, everybody wants the Regis Prograis fight. Does that happen? I think it does happen sometime later this year, depending on what Ramirez wants to do. We don't know, man. Ramirez is kind of coming off a little bit like he's half a foot out. Like he's not really sure if he's 100% in the game. So that's something question that needs to be answered. The fact that he stopped Richard Comey kind of leads people to believe that no, homie, this vato is all the way in, homes. So we'll see what happens with that, man. I like Jose Ramirez. Do I think he's really all that? Do I think he's an elite fighter? No, I don't, man. I think he's a good fighter, but I don't think he's a great fighter, man. And if he were to fight Prograis, I got Prograis. I like Ramirez. I want to root for him. I do root for him. You know, he's a very likable guy, man. So I definitely root for the guy. Just I think he's peaked. I don't think we see too much of him anymore. Um, what I mean by too much of him is I'm just not sure if we're gonna see him be active. Yes, we're gonna see him fight some more. Yes. How active? I don't know. Is he really gonna be reaching for the top? I'm not sure. Maybe we just see him in fights like these. So, but hopefully we do get the pro Grace fight with Ramirez. I definitely want to see that. So anyway, guys, I just want to go ahead and cover this these fights. I will be touching on the pay-per-view fights. I just want to spend a little bit of time on this. Solo Trucker, los tres chingones boxing shots, all the chingones and chingones. I'll catch you guys in the next round.